This is what you do when it's 95 degrees on the prairie.
You're absolutely crazy. But let's go kill some birds.
I'm calling today opening day 2.0. It's September 2nd. I just got done with a run with Aspen this morning. We had a pretty good time. She pointed some birds for me. I shot a couple, missed a couple, and yeah, we had a good run. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about yesterday, the original opening day. It was a complete crapshoot, kind of a disaster of a morning. I had some lousy dog work out of Yeti and Ember. They were busting some coveys. We moved quite a few Huns, but they were creeping in on birds. I came in here with Aspen the other day, and she found a lot of birds for me, and we basically put them up on a silver platter for Yeti and Ember to come in here and have a good run, and they completely bleeped themselves down their legs. So we'll just write that off for what it was. I did finally get a single Hun shot over Yeti.
I gotta make it over the fence here. Dead bird. Good boy. We'll take it. Good job, man. Good boy. Give. All right. We're on the board. We're on the board.
Today was kind of a redo or a mulligan of yesterday again. That's kind of how I looked at it. Woke up this morning, kind of wrote yesterday off, wanted to start fresh, and I came out and gave Aspen the same run that I did yesterday. And we came across birds again, got into a couple coveys of Huns and a covey of Sharptails and a few pheasants even along the way. This is just a beautiful piece of property here, and it has a lot of diversity to it. It's holding a fair amount of birds. And it's a really neat place to hunt, and I've been enjoying hunting here the last couple days. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll get into that hunt right now. It's going to be hot the rest of the day. It was hot yesterday as well. It's been up in the upper 90s, and just with that type of heat, no cloud cover and the sun beating down on you, it's brutal, man. It's rough out here, and it's just not weather you want to go out and run your dogs in. So I'm not really sure what this afternoon brings. I'm going to try and figure that out right now and get a game plan going, and I don't know, whatever happens happens. If I make it back out in the field this afternoon, if it cools down in that final hour of the day, then that's what it is. But if not, I'm not really worried about it just because of this heat. So wherever I end up, I'll see you guys there. Let's go ahead and get into this morning's hunt.
You're a psychopath. You're absolutely crazy. But let's go kill some birds. Let's do it, girl. Aspen. Opening day do-over. We'll give Aspen a shot. Damn it, there they go. Damn it. Dog hit their roost site and got birdie down in here, and she was on point. And these birds were already out in the field, and they got up. Good girl, fetch here. Nice work. That's it, girl. Fetch here. Right here, Aspen. Come on. Come on, girl. Good job. Good job. That's a mouthful of feathers. Excellent, excellent work, girl. Good job, girl. Woo! We finally got a really nice cubby contact. Excellent dog work. Man, that just beautiful. She started trailing something on this hill here, came down, she headed back that way and snapped into point right there, and then she turned her head and was like, no, they're right here. And those birds sat tight until I came in and basically stepped on them. Whoa. This is what you do when it's 95 degrees on the prairie. There's just a little dammed up flooded creek just below where I'm staying, and just trying to get the dogs cooled off a little bit. They seem to be enjoying themselves. Oh, stay down, stay down. It's Sunday morning, September 3rd, and I'm getting ready to go run Yeti and Ember this morning, try and give them an opportunity to redeem themselves from the run they had the other day. So it's cool out this morning. We had a couple hours of weather like that before it gets hot, so we're going to take advantage of it, and I'm going to go run these two dogs. Ready to go? You ready to go? All right, guys. You ready to redeem ourselves? Ember. Yeti. Good clean start. Here we go. Ember's on point on the other side of this ridge, and Yeti just locked up on this side. There's Ember. Good girl, dead birds, good dogs. Good dogs. Nice work, dogs. Ember, fetch here. Fetch here. Good. Come on, Yeti. Ember, here. Good dog. Here. Come on, Ember. Good boy, Yeti. Yeti, heel. Come on. Good boy. Give. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Good girl, Ember. Good girl. Come here. Here. Good girl. Give. Nice work. Nice work, dogs. Good girl, Ember. Good girl. That's a good dog. Good girl. Good girl, Ember. Yeah, we got those birds. Good girl. Good girl. Really nice dog work there. That's what we came out to do. Good job, Yeti. Good job, Yeti. Dang it. Dang it. Everybody got a little antsy there. Dog got a little antsy, birds got antsy. Ah. Dead bird. Dead bird. Oh boy. Heel. Come here. Good boy, give. All right, nice. Nice bird. Yeti. I think this was a pheasant running on us. Maybe not. Yep. Pheasant, and there was a Hun in the group. There goes another pheasant. A couple mule deer. Good work, dogs. Come here, Yeti. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Heel. Good boy. Hey, Yeti. Heel. Come here. Give. Good work, buddy. Nice. That was a fun little track job. I don't know if there's anything that gets your heart rate going more than when a dog's just creeping right along in front of you and you're moving up behind it and you guys know that bird's moving and you're just waiting for at any second wings to take flight. And I felt like, yeah, we were trailing a pheasant because we were running up this hill and the dogs were tracking, stopping, pointing, and I figured we were on a pheasant. And we got up here and a couple of them took flight and there was a single Hun in the mix as well that took off. So that's good. That's cool. That's a pretty good morning. Well, that was a lot better run you guys had. Good job, girl. You had a nice find on that covey of Sharptails. Yeti man picked us off a couple of single Huns. You guys worked better. Everyone's trending in the right direction right now. So that was our morning walk. It's already starting to get hot out. Sun's coming up now and I can already feel it coming out. So it's going to be another hot one and I think we're just going to lay low the rest of the day.
Since it's so hot out today in the last few days, I thought it'd be a perfect time to go through a few things that I do to keep my dogs cool while in the back of the truck here in this hot weather. And like I said, it's been super hot the last few days. It's been pushing 100 degrees almost every day for the last 4 days now. And that to me is extreme heat, and dog safety is always a top priority whenever you're out on a trip or just a hunt in general. So there's a few things that I do here just to make sure that my dogs are staying cool in the back of the truck like this and they're not getting overheated. I just want to say though real quick, you know, everything that I do, it might not exactly work or be so cookie cutter for the setup that you have. For example, you know, I have a white truck, a white cab. I think it's definitely a huge thing that helps, you know, the truck doesn't absorb as much heat as it would if it was a darker color. So yeah, just a couple things like that. You know, not everybody's setup is the exact same. So one thing that I do might not be an exact fit for what somebody else could do. Now, the first thing that I do when I look for parking at a spot when it's really hot out is I want to point the nose of the truck towards the sun. I want that sun beaten down on the front of the truck. I don't want it beaten down on the back of the truck. So as you can see, the front of the truck is blaring in the sun, but the back here is nicely shaded. And it makes a huge difference on the inside of that cap when the sun isn't directly beating down on it. So the first thing I always do to make sure the dogs are cool is just make sure my truck is pointed directly at the sun. On the cap itself, I open the vents and windows wide open, trying to get as much air circulation and airflow as I possibly can. When I'm just sitting here resting, I leave the back of the truck wide open, just like this. If I'm out going on a hunt, I will close this up and lock it. I'll leave the side vents wide open. But when I'm going out on a hunt, it's usually not 95 degrees. It's a cooler temperature. I'm not worried so much about the dogs overheating in the back of the truck. Now, I will, from time to time, run a couple portable fans in the back here if it's not a very windy day. But today there's a good breeze blowing. There's air moving through the back here. But if it's calm, still, and dead, I might bring out a fan, prop it up in here just to get some air flowing and some air circulation in there so things don't get so stale. Like you saw previously in this video, if I can find a water source during the middle of the day or when it's really, really hot outside and I can get out and dump the dogs in some water real quick, that really cools them down fast, and then they can go back into their kennels and sit at a cool body temperature, and it's going to take them a while to build that body temperature back up to what it was. So if you can get your dogs dunked off, cooled off in some water, it's going to buy you a lot of time keeping them cool. Now, if I don't have access to a body of water and I can't get the dogs submerged in a tank or anything like that to cool them off, I'll just take a water bottle and just spray them down right on the back of their head, behind their ears, down their neck. You can try and get up under their belly a little bit. Their neck and behind their ears though, I notice on my dogs that seems to be a lot of their hot spots. And if you can get those areas cooled down, they cool down pretty fast with it. So behind the ears, the neck, and under their belly. And there's a saying that goes around in the dog community when it comes to water that it's better on them than it is in them. Now, if I am going out on a hunt and I'm closing up the back here, and it is a little maybe on the warmer side, I do have 4 dogs and I have 3 kennels. So I do have 2 dogs that are doubled up in one kennel. So when I take another dog out and I go on a hunt and it's a little bit warmer, I'll take one of those dogs out of the doubled up kennel and put it into the empty kennel that I just took a dog from. That way they're separated, keeps their body temperatures away from each other, and I think it just keeps them a little bit cooler on some of those warmer days where maybe I'm away from the truck. So I try not to keep 2 dogs bundled up in one kennel if I don't have to on warmer days when I go out hunting and this is all closed up. But other than that, they ride just like this, 2 dogs in one kennel, and then I have 2 other singles in each of the kennels. So that's how I'm trying to keep my dogs cool on these warm days. We typically don't have any problems. I do monitor the dogs frequently though. I will come back and I'll check on them, make sure everybody's doing okay, nobody's overheating and breathing, panting really hard. I try and get them out of the kennels a little bit from time to time, at least every couple hours, you know, keeping the dogs fresh, letting them come out, get some fresh air themselves versus sitting in there all day. Let them go to the bathroom, those types of things. So I just try and monitor my dogs as much as I possibly can throughout the day in these hot days and do my best to keep them cool, keep them in a shaded area. So yeah, I hope there's something in there that you guys can take away and helps you keep your dog a little bit cooler out in the field. Tomorrow we've got cooler weather finally coming in. It's supposed to be like a high of 70 degrees for the next couple days. So right now, the last few days in this hot weather, I've just been running once in the morning and then sitting the rest of the day out. And I've just been trying to conserve my dogs and my dog power until the days when it gets a little cooler here and we can really hit it. And we've got a stretch of that weather coming up. So yeah, if there's anything that you guys do specifically that I didn't get to or mention about keeping your dogs cool in your setups or your rigs, go ahead, drop it into a comment below. I'd like to hear it. Everybody else watching would like to see as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys back out there in some cooler weather.